Speaker 1.
Some children just can't live without it. They really are hooked. The colours die away and your kids scream in protest. It's as if you've just taken a drug away from them. We've got to accept the fact that these machines are having a terrible effect on children's standards of literacy. Kids just aren't interested in reading these days. They feel that they have to do it to pass tests, so they just stare at the screen pushing those buttons. They don't have to use their brains or their memory. These gadgets are the cause of so much underachievement in today's society.
Speaker 2. One of the things games developers have to worry about is how to prevent people from copying the games illegally and distributing them on the internet. Some companies have gone to great lengths to make sure that everyone who plays the game is a legitimate user. For example, you might have to have a permanent internet connection to play. This is a problem for some people if their internet connection isn't reliable, so they prefer to buy pirated versions which don't have all these restrictions. Speaker 3.
I realise that a lot of these pay-for-free games are designed to become addictive. You play for free, but once you've invested time and effort into your game, you start paying real money to progress further into the game. With people spending huge sums of money on virtual items, I can see why governments might want to regulate games like these. But on the other side, these gaming companies are businesses and they need to make money. Governments should focus on the industry's business model rather than the game content. It's a balancing act, because the last thing you want to do is stamp out the creativity of small companies.
Speaker 4.
A lot of games are attractive because the virtual world is fairer than the real world. Your success isn't determined by your age, social status, or education. Your peers are loyal, and when you do something good, you are instantly rewarded. So there's a real sense of achievement. The sense of community in the gaming world is actually really strong. And what we really need to do is bring some of this spirit of working together and accomplishing tasks into the real world. People should stop criticising these games and start thinking about how we can incorporate the positive spirit of gaming into our real lives.
Speaker 5.
There have been a lot of studies into whether gaming encourages violent behaviour, but as far as I know, they haven't been able to come up with any conclusive evidence. Juvenile crime in the States is at a 30-year low, and there is also some evidence that most antisocial acts are committed by kids who don't play computer games. I reckon all this hype about violent games is a bigger problem than the games themselves. It makes adults suspicious of their kids and tries to blame big social issues on games rather than eliminating the real cause of youth problems, such as home life and mental stability.